We had already fought off the Mekon a year ago. At the Battle of Sword Valley. It left us with a false sense of security. The Colony 6 Defense Force didn't even notice the approaching Mekon. By the time the air raid siren sounded, a swarm of Mekon had blackened the sky. They ate people and burned our buildings. Me and Juju dedicated ourselves to evacuating the children and elderly. I don't know what happened next.
It's just like what happened to Colony 9.
They attacked your colony as well?
Yes. It's good that you managed to evacuate so many.
We have a Tharon, the Colonel, to thank for that. Him and Gaddo.
This Gaddo?
He would have been my husband by now, if not for all this. Cheer up, you two. We can't lose hope just yet. I'm certain Gaddo and the other soldiers are alive. They're still fighting. I can feel it.
You're on your way to Colony 6, right?
You bet. We're up for some revenge. I bet we can even get your colony back.
There you go, showing off again.
If anyone can do it, it's you two. Could you take me with you to the colony?
Juju! The people here need us. How many times do I have to tell you?
But you heard the Mekon attacked Colony 9. That means a load of them have left Colony 6 already. It has to.
Even if that's true. No, especially if it's true. We cannot expose the camp to any more danger.
So, you don't care what happens to the people in the colony? How can you be so heartless? Are you that scared of the Mekon?
Oi, kid.
Ryan!
You ought to know how Charlotte feels. Watch your mouth and have some respect.
I'll go and make dinner.
Maybe I was too hard on him. Shulk?
Ryan, you really remind me of Gaddo when you get angry.
I do?
Gaddo's taken care of us ever since we were young. I always saw him as a big brother, really. But he was more of a father to Juju. He'd call him kid whenever he told him off, just like you did.
I don't think I'm ready to be someone's old man just yet. Wait, Shulk. Did it happen again?
Yeah.
You had another vision.
And there's the vision.
No! Juju!
Ah, dog.
The buggy's gone! He's going to Colony 6 on his own.
Stupid kid.
We have to hurry. Something bad's gonna happen.
What did you see?
A deep valley. Everything's engulfed in flames. There's a black shadow. It kills Juju.
Is it the Mekon with the metal face?
Yeah.
Where does it happen? Is it near Colony 6?
I'm not sure. I think so.
Let's get after him, Shulk.
Hold on a second. What was all that about?
I know you won't believe this, but Shulk can see the future.
The future? That's not possible.
That's what I thought too. I still can't explain this, but that vision I had will come true unless we stop it.
So you're telling me Juju's in danger?
Believe it or don't believe it, that's your call. But I wouldn't be standing here if it weren't for Shulk's visions.
Juju.
You go. What are you doing?
Okay. I can't say I believe you. But what have I got to lose?
I like the way you think.
I mean, Juju kind of ran off. It's kind of a
What?
matter of...
No, nothing.
I mean, like, believe
What
it
are
or
you
not,
doing?
we need to go
Let's go and
find
find Juju.
him.
When you talk like that, you sound just like Gaddo. That's how I know it's not worth arguing.
What am I, some kind of Gaddo substitute?
Yeah!
I think killed Charlotte too. I saw it in the vision. But I can't stop her coming with us. I don't know how I can protect her,
You need to figure
but
something
I
out.
have to do it. I will change the future.
With that, let's talk about Charla. Charla has a unique skill set. She's our first character focused on ether damage. And, well... yeah, that's what it is. She's very much a support character. I'm gonna take the ether gem off of Shulk and put that onto Charla. She uses a sniper rifle, which actually leads to some interesting combat.
Who's this?
Grab all the stuff now. As you can see, though, also all the quests here have a timer next to them. This means these quests can expire, meaning you can fail them. So, just keep it in mind. Granted, the expiration is pretty far.
Oh, hello.
Like, if I remember correctly, I think the expiration for these quests
Who's this?
is like the end of this is like the end of like not this chapter, the end of like the next chapter. You've got a little bit of wiggle room.
Me.
Grab all the side quests that are here. We have a red quest already over here.
How's it going?
Oh, we've already got 2 of it. And I've got other side quests to go grab. So because all these side quests are timed, I'm actually gonna go do them now. This is pretty much just gonna be the remainder of the stream.
Hello.
Usually if a quest is from a non-named character, this usually means that
Hi there.
they are just gonna be the collection quests. It does sound too good to be true to have an everlasting ether deposit. Yeah, if you want to boost affinity also with party members,
Who's this?
switch the leader and also just doing quests, because as you see, characters have comments, and sometimes those comments will trigger affinity boosts. I always find it funny how everyone else swims. Like, they do, like, just normal strokes. And then, like, you got Ryan doing a breaststroke. But then you got Shulk freaking holding on to the Monado. Like, he's worried it's gonna fall off his back.
What is it? Hello. Greetings.
The other reason I'm going to do all these quests is also it gives us a chance to talk about how Charlotte plays. So yeah, Charlotte plays slightly different than the other characters. First things first, that's... Well, yeah, as you can see, we've got a lot of quests that have been marked with the timer. So, let's get started with some monster quests. Yeah, Charlotte... like I said, she's mostly an ether-based damaged character. So, unlike Shulk and Ryan, who use physical arts for most of their attacks, all of Charlotte's, you notice, have that line through it. Through their arts, meaning it's going to be ether damage. This kind of also works in her favor because the other thing Charlotte could do is, well, Mechon. Well, to put bluntly, Mechon are resistant to physical. They are not resistant to ether. As Charlotte uses arts and everything else, her weapon builds up heat. When the heat gauge is near her, she does not have a charged talent like the Monado arts or Ryan's generate aggro. Instead,
Charlotte, do you know which way Juju went?
There are quite a few ways to get there from here. But he's in a buggy, so I think he'll take Ragwell Bridge.
Ragwell Bridge?
It's not far. It's a really old bridge built around the time Colony 9 was founded.
Okay. Let's make that our next stop.
Sounds like a plan. Charlotte, you stay back. Leave any monsters up to me and Shulk.
What? You think I can't pull my weight in battle? I've got field experience as a medic. If you get hurt, I can use ether to patch you up.
Nice. I'm always getting roughed up. You'll be a big help.
I'll be perfectly honest, I do tend to replace Charlotte around late game. Are you kidding me? Again?
come on. Who put this barrier in the way? Oh, now the front suspension's all twisted up. Looks like I'll have to walk it. They're all cowards. I'll show them all.
I can feel the power!
Alright, let's do this.
Yeah, Charlotte, the main issue is Charlotte's not really good at dishing out damage. Outside of her support, that's really all she's got. And there is better ether damage characters you'll get later in the game. But overall, she is the first real support character you will get in this game. Mind you, it is kind of interesting. You can run and shoot a Charla, so yeah, she is one of the only pure ranged characters, if I remember correctly. Everyone else is a melee fighter for their auto attacks.
Don't do anything stupid now.
Everyone, do your best. Let me at 'em.
That's enough.
Her shield bullet can also act as an extra charge for the Minato shield, so if you find yourself using Minato's shield a lot, it is a very useful ability.
I know. Oh, sweet. Leave it to me. Almost there. Right. We can do it. How do you like that?
We're counting on you. Thunder bullet! Looks like this place is going easy on us.
Piece of cake. Man, what a bunch of jokers.
Don't do anything stupid now.
I'm ready.
Yeah, when it comes to dealing damage early on for Charlotte, it's really just Thunder Bullet. Outside of flying enemies, she's not the most useful. And like I said, she's actually somewhat useful against Mechon because of the fact she doesn't need Minato enchant to fight.
Don't do anything stupid now.
Everyone, do your best.
Like, she could just attack Mechon with no fear. Yeah, in terms of her weapon, she's got this large bolt action rifle.
That's right, Schultz. Schultz, that's good.
And that's really all there is to say about Charlotte.
Shall we?
Let's not lose our heads, though. Nice job.
You're pretty much going to be using her for most of the early game. And if I'm going to be perfectly honest, some of the end game. Now, in terms of her character, she's actually she's a very good character, and I think she's, like, has some very interesting commentary, like, on, like, the characters. Everyone actually talks about each other, like, there is actual human interaction in this game. But, Charla, especially, you can notice her conversations with Ryan. She's constantly comparing him to Gado. That is actually going to be a reoccurring thing. I'll be perfectly honest. Putting all the stuff I have. You lot are not a target, so I will ignore you. should be one up here. Oh, that's a collectible. This one's gonna be tricky. But now that we have Charla, there is a much better chance of me completing this one. Or nope. Run. I did not expect Charlotte to go down immediately. And he immediately dies. Yeah, that's bad. And hello! Okay, we'll do that one later. Maybe after I get some levels from the side quests. Hey, we're pretty much doing side quests and then we are calling stream. I'm doing a bunch of the time quests we have. Oh yeah, no, this game is so good. Like, the Xenoblade games in general are all really good. And we got some Mechon running about. I actually enjoy 2. X, I can't say anything about. I did not play X. I just enjoyed the giant robots of X because I like robots. I like mecha. And because I now have an ether damage. Oh.
Come on, we can do it. Yeah, let's end this. Yeah, we can definitely do this.
Well, the soundtrack is amazing. I don't think the character I'll be perfectly honest. I don't think the character design of Xenoblade 2 is as bad as some people make it out to be. I've seen way worse character designs. It's mostly... Oh yeah, I love Tora and Poppy. They're great too.
I'm on it.
Finally.
It's getting hotter. Not so fast.
Leave it to me. All right, a chain attack will finish him.
This fight's getting a little complicated. I think we're gonna have a Nopon.
I'm on it. Okay, perfect.
Now we're pulling together.
That's right, Joel.
Right heel. Come on. Beat. We can definitely do this.
Yeah. If I had to think of a theory as to what happened with Xeno X, like, this is not me saying I know this for a fact, this is kind of a little bit me talking out my ass, but a little bit of a thought. I think Xenoblade X, in terms of concept, started as, a Xenogears game, or at least another Xeno game, before it was turned into Chronicles. Like I said, I don't know if that's true or not. It's just a theory.
Not bad. Nicely done. We can definitely do this.
Yeah.
All right, now tear them up. Okay,
Oh God, please don't. I feel disgusting hearing that.
stay strong. Okay, just one more left. Everyone, make a run for it.
It's Matt Pat's thing. I'm not his biggest fan.
Powering up.
My right Let's stay alert.
Good thing I'm here.
That fight got out of hand really fast. A new weapon for Charla. He does other things, but yeah, no, that's his main claim to fame. I'm not gonna say my opinions on him because I don't try to speak ill of other creators. Oh god. Thank you for the follow. Oop, no, I didn't mean to. Ah! We do. I also just. Ooh, quick step. Yes, please. Anything that will give me increased speed. But yeah, Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, we do more than Xenoblade. Right now, I do a couple different things. You know, just to keep my streams fresh. Xenoblade is our current full series playthrough. So I'm going to be playing through the entirety of the Xenoblade games, minus X because I don't have a Wii U. That is the only reason X is not on this list. This is. They're also not going to be 100% playthroughs because I do think X needs to be ported because I've heard. Say what you may about its story. I heard its gameplay is very good. Yeah, that's the one thing. The main thing I always heard about X, the main issue, it's on the Wii U. But yeah, the main goal is Xenoblade 1, 2, and Xenoblade Definitive Edition's extra story. If I have the time, Golden Country. I don't know how long we're going to take though on each one, cause I'm trying to get these all done before September. We are in a race against the clock. Oh, I know. 2 is actually longer than 1. Two is longer than 1. The main thing 2 has is, if I'm going to be honest, like the main thing with 2's story, it's not that it's complicated. It sets up a lot of mysteries that don't pay off till the end of the game. I can guess which character. I have beaten Xenoblade 1 and 2. Like, these aren't blind playthroughs. I've beaten them all. With the exception of Xenoblade's extra story and Golden Country of Torna. The reason I did beat those wasn't even because I didn't like the characters or anything. The only reason I didn't beat those was burnout. I tried going into them right after completing both games. And yeah, no, I needed a break. I needed to pace myself a little better because it was just non-stop Xenoblade the entire time after the release. Oh. If I'm going to be honest, like when it came to the cast of Xenoblade 2, I had this with a couple people I talked to about Xenoblade 2, a lot of them kept acting them to fill the same roles as these characters. It's like, you do know characters from a writing perspective fill different roles. Like Shulk and Rex both fill different roles. They are both main characters, but their personalities are different. Rex is more curious about the underground, like under the clouds and everything, where Shulk's the discovery type. He wants to learn about the Monado. but it's not a revenge story. There's so much differences to talk about with their two stories. Because that's the thing. Both are, at their core, different stories.
Let's do this. Leave it to Ryan. I'm really feeling it.
To be honest, Rex isn't insufferable. I do think those are unfair statements to those characters. They are all good. Rex, and to be honest, I think your opinion of these characters is hurted by the fact you didn't get that far into the game.
Okay, let's get going.
You basically got chapter 1 and that's it. Like, Rex has development through the entire game. Pyrrha, you didn't even get any of her story through the game because of it. Xenoblade 2 is got so much content in it, not just from the main story, but also the Blade quests. The YouTuber Chad Conroy, who has 2 very good and complete Let's Plays of both 1 and 2 for Xenoblade, as well as Golden Country, took 200 episodes to talk about, oh shit! To finish up Xenoblade 2. No. Is mostly, to put bluntly, a lot of the stuff that involved Rex in that game with him making mistakes was, Rex is young. Rex is, like, not even just young, like, age-wise, I also mean just inexperienced. Like, that's the main thing about Rex. He's inexperienced and gets tossed into a fight he is not ready for. Hence the growth he has to go through the game. Shulk is somewhat in the same boat, but he has a literal MacGuffin weapon. Like, as much as I love the Monado, it is a bullshit weapon, and at least they narratively talk about it being bullshit. Yeah. Like, here's the thing. I think it's also because I'm used to a lot of games and shows starting with characters I hate, but usually having good arcs. Rex has a good arc in terms of how he interacts with Pyra and a certain other character later connected to Pyra. Nia actually has, like, a really good story. It just takes a bit to get to it. You also miss, like, I do agree, Tori and Poppy in terms of not-pawn companions, Ricky is interesting, but they are different characters. Like, they both feel comedic relief to an extent, but in different ways. And I think, I'll be honest, I think Tori has a little bit more, Tora has a little bit more of an interesting overall motivation as compared to Ricky. I'm not saying Ricky's a bad character. I think Ricky's great. But in terms of motivation for why they do what they do, I think Ricky's is funnier. I think Tori's is more relatable. I keep saying Tori, why? Oh yeah, because I play Final Fantasy 14 with the Tori. But overall, like, a lot of the characters in it are, one, it's a different journey to begin with, and two, it's different characters. Like, they didn't want to make Shulk, but blue, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. Because that would have been the easy thing to do. And honest, oh my god. Let's use them as these things. So many bats! And I need to defeat a few for the quest. Vangas for nothing. Yeah, okay, let's focus targets. Manala shield. Come on, Charlotte. Heal him! Ah!
No way. This isn't going well. Now it's right. Definitely do this.
Nope.
Just a matter of time now.
I'm toppling. No! Yeah, right.
Make a run for it. Don't give up. I'm right next to you.
Run, run, run! Okay, fuck! I went the wrong way! I went deeper into the cave! Ah!
Seeing something. Not gonna make it. No way.
The field skills took me a second, but when I figured out how they work, like... The field skills just took me a sec to read through how they work, but once I actually, like, took a second and read, I'm like, ah, okay, it's just addition. And the bubbles... The bubbles didn't bother me as much. I think it's because... I'm trying to remember. It reminded me of something else. It based... Yeah. No, the one thing I will say, Xenoblade 2, the one thing about all the voice cast, they are unapologetically British. Like, oh, there is like, don't get me wrong, Xenoblade 1, like, you can tell that they're English because of the accents, but like, it is unapologetic in 2. Like, they use full-blown slang and anything. Oh no, I love, like, to be honest, Nia, by the end of it, Nia actually becomes, Nia's actually one of my favorite characters. Tora's also cool too, because, like, everything with Poppy and, like, Tora's motivation behind making Poppy is great. But I'm gonna save some of my thoughts for 2 for when I actually get to Xenoblade 2. And I do know Xenoblade 1 is a long game, but keep in mind, I'm also not doing all the side content. I wasn't gonna talk about that, but yes. There's more to it. Like, there's a lot to it, but yeah, no, that's the basic. Like, there's more to the story. It's also the best character. But I won't talk about him until I play Xenoblade 2 on the stream. We are not spoiling that shit. There we go, okay.
I'm on it. Things are never gonna give up.
Sharpshooter Shala.
Nice.
We did it.
I don't know why, because, like, that scene without context just doesn't work. Like, that's a thing I've known a couple people to do, where it's like, they just go to show scenes, like, it's so cool, it's like, okay, but it doesn't have the weight unless you've had the story beats with the character. Like, even Fiora, like, right now is what we've had. Like, shit. Like, understanding why Shulk is going all of this for Fiora, or Revenge for Fiora, if we didn't have those few moments, those quiet moments in Colony 9 beforehand, it doesn't really work. Like, there's a lot of shows, books, and movies where it's like, you know, I'll give a good example. Everyone probably is. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was a thing. That's why I'm kind of I wasn't gonna talk because I am going on to the assumption that there are people who haven't seen this game. Because I'm also gonna be uploading this over on the YouTube channel. Actually broken up into smaller, somewhat digestible bits. They're still gonna be long episodes. But, an example would be, do you think, oh god, how should I think here? Yeah, we referred to her, we might as well continue the trend. Tradition! Okay, if I take out the spiders first, then the bats, I will clear these god... No, the comet disappears eventually. Oh, wait, no. It will keep on this feed unless any new people join, which no one comes to my stream. Consistently. I started Trials of Cold Steel. I did start Trials of Cold Steel. I think the main issue I had, if I remember correctly, well, one, I got distracted by other games that came out. And then, I'm trying to remember here. Was it the length? I think it was, what was it? I think it was just the school setting. It was like, too much, like, it was too much, I don't know. It is lengthy. It is very, very lengthy. Which I think that was one of the things, because, like, it's lengthy. I don't want to invest in this with other games coming out. And if I remember correctly, I picked it up before Endwalker dropped for Final Fantasy XIV, and I'm like, okay, this is fun.
We make a great team.
And that's fair. Everyone has their own. Like, everyone has their own games that they like. Let's say, Charlotte, can you shoot the goddamn bat?
Everyone ready for a chain attack?
Huh.
We make a great team.
Sure, because I usually, whenever I hear people talk about Ni no Kuni 2, I usually hear more praise than negative. Same with Dragon Quest XI. I haven't played either, so I don't really have an opinion on both. I think my issue I was having with Cold Steel, at least when I was playing it on my Switch, it's like they do reference other things. It's like, it feels like it's talking about, like, I should know this stuff. What the fuck is it talking about?
Everyone, let's go!
I can handle this one.
Let me at him.
As oh god, I'm trying to remember here. Sorry, let me kill this last bat. Like, now it's just out of spite. They need to die.
Great team.
No, to be honest, I think you were the first person I've actually heard say that. I've heard more people talk good about Dragon Quest XI. But again, gaming is very much in the eye of the beholder. Some people really like certain games, others don't like them. And people are like to have that opinion. I don't think there's ever been a game that I truly could say I wholeheartedly hated 100%, at least that I've played. Even, for example, as much as I dislike the game, I disliked Mass Effect Andromeda massively. I think its story is garbage, same with the models. But I do think the combat was actually kind of fun. That's about all I can give it for praise. I do think it's a bad game. But, like, I always try to at least, like, find what do I think is good about it, what do I think is bad, and oh my god, why did I pick this fight? I do think there are people who, like, go too much of, like, game needs to be either good or bad. Like, there's no middle ground. There's no, like, oh, this game is really bad. It has so many flaws. The story is bad. The combat is actually kind of fun. Like, I think it has some of the best gunplay in Mass Effect.
Okay. My rifle's getting hotter. We're not finished yet.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, no, there's no defending the modeling work.
Not over yet. Yeah. Right time. Well played.
We're counting on you.
Wow. How's this?
Gotta cool
Let's
off.
focus our efforts. No problem.
Okay.
I'm feeling it.
Now we're working as one.
As one, we're unbeatable.
Don't underestimate me.
Shala,
Uh,
that was close.
I think we can do it.
from what I know, from, like, just reading development stuff.
Come on, Shala.
Oh, Peeler's down.
This isn't going well. I'm right next to you. Now it's right.
Basically,
Show.
yeah. Let me deal with the birds first. Fuck!
Sorry.
I'm turning up the heat. You're really getting into this run. I have to protect everyone. I'm powering up. We haven't lost yet.
Sorry.
That was a second
Not
off.
sure how much longer.
Don't give up. Okay. Now I'm getting started, and nothing's gonna stop us. Ha! We can definitely do this. I'm really feeling it. Yeah. You like that? Right. Nice.
There's a
Leave it to
good chance of recovery.
This is the Monada's power.
Okay, shield.
Powering up.
And
We haven't lost yet.
as long as more don't join in the fight. No, fuck it. I'm just gonna run for now and let my HP recover. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Talk about some game design stuff. About from what I could tell, what happened with that game was it started the original team. A lot of the original Mass Effect team and Dragon Age team have left BioWare. And then during development, EA shuffled the project home to another team, and basically that game was designed to fail by EA. And then there was the fact that during development they got told they had to make it in the DICE engine, the Frostbite engine, which is not designed for RPGs or third-person shooters, from my understanding. It does first-person well, and that's about it. And it barely does that half the time anymore. Oh yeah, no. From my understanding, the project head for Dragon Age 4 quit.
You're a lifesaver. Shala, nicely done. Shala, nice shot. That was too easy.
Let's keep on going like this, guys.
Who else wants some?
Yeah. Inquisition I think is good. The only issue I had with Inquisition I think is some of the face models could use some work. I specifically mean like the actual faces themselves. Some of the characters look weird when talking.
Wake up. Where am I?
My rifle's getting hotter.
And I do think, if I'm gonna be honest, Shulk was dazed and amazed. I know, it's great. He was so amazed, he was dazed.
Good thing I'm here. No? Anyone?
We make a great team.
Everyone, let's go! Let me at him.
Don't let a single one escape.
I'm really feeling it. Yeah, Shulk. Get stuck in. Come on, we can do it. That was too.
How did the roar bind?
I'm going like this, guys.
Let's not lose our heads, though.
Yeah, no, a lot of the last few Paper Marios haven't been good. Super Paper Mario actually has a really good story, I'll be honest. Like, at least from what because the only experience I have with Super Paper Mario was watching Chugga Conroy's playthrough. I do agree as an... Right. Yeah, you're right. It's only Super Paper Mario, 1000-Year Door, and Classic. Yeah, nah. I know, God, I know I've been mentioning him a lot, but it's just because in terms of some of these games, he's like, I widely consider to be like maybe one of the experts in some of these games. Chug Conroy has a whole rant about Sticker Star. It's great.
Don't let a single one escape. No way. Thanks.
We can do even better. Come on, Shala.
Everyone ready for a chain attack?
Here we go. Stream Edge. You're that's what
Okay. My rifle's getting hotter. Okay, perfect.
nicely done. Yeah. You like that? Right.
Fantastic.
Leave it to right.
It's a scorching hot meatball. Wait, what?
We can definitely do this. We're the best.
You know, I do...
Heads though.
Let's stay alert.
I do think Paper Mario isn't it's not in the best spot it's ever been. Do I think it's at a point where they could, it's like never gonna have a good game again? No, because unlike other, how to say this, Paper Mario never really tried to be sequels. It's always standalone stories. It's kind of like Final Fantasy in that regard, where yeah, they could have a really bad game, but the next game could be completely different.
My rifle's getting hotter. Reinforcements.
Here we go. This is the Monano's power. Yo.
I just noticed... Shit.
Engage.
I'm on it.
I forgot to activate,
Not so fast.
I forgot to activate Monado Enchant.
Not over yet. I know.
I toppled it, so yeah.
Yeah, well played.
Anytime, any place. Well done. Fire.
Yeah, no, that I could not tell you. I have my theories, but these are even, how to say this? The theories I have are even less grounded than my theories about that Mass Effect Andromeda, because Andromeda we can kind of see. There's a whole document talking about what went wrong with BioWare's last two releases, which was Anthem and Andromeda. You can find it if you search around online. There's a couple people who have videos breaking it down, reading it, and kind of explaining some of the not technobabble they refer to, but some of the stuff they say. There we go. How's this? As long as the teams are still trying, there's always that chance for a comeback. Because as far as I'm aware, well, actually, no matter what, Nintendo isn't in the promise, say, for another RPG series that is dead in the water, Mega Man Battle Network or Mega Man Star Force. Those more than likely will never have new games, mostly because rights splits, from my understanding. That and the team left. Like, from my understanding, for that game, some of the character design rights aren't in the Capcom's hands anymore. Well, you know, there's always a chance. We've seen weirder comebacks in the gaming industry. Yeah, I'm going to take a second, though, for a little bit of a bio break.